Greetings, everybody. It's Jeffrey Gooderman, and we have a big one for you today. It's the St. Louis Cardinals at the San Francisco Giants with two of the best on the mound. Bob Gibson for the Cardinals, Juan Marichal for the Giants, both right-handers. And we're so glad to have you here today. And we're going to give you our starting lineups in just a few minutes. For this, the third game of the three-game series, the Giants took the first two. So the Cards will try to avoid a sweep with their ace, Bob Gibson. And Marichal will try to sweep with Marichal. I got my coffee here, and I think we're all set. Yeah, looks like we're all set. Absolutely. Check my AC filter. I'll tell you what, I'm going to just scrub my AC filter real quickly and then we'll get going. That was quick. That was very, very quick. Look at that. So you got to clean that thing periodically. And Kathy Harden has arrived. Oh yeah, listen to the hand for Kathy Harden. Hey everybody. Kathy Harden has arrived. She wouldn't miss this one. I knew you were going to say something like that. This is a great one, folks. The St. Louis Cardinals. The tweet is about to come up. Cardinals at the Giants, third of a 3-game series. Giants took the first 2. And the 2 aces will face off here. Bob Gibson with a disappointing season thus far, 10 wins. It's a good pitching matchup, Trent. Gibson, only 10 wins. Marichal with 19. This is his third try for win number 20. Maybe the third will be a charm. The last 2 tries, he's got no decision and lost. Let's look at our starting lineups here. For the Cardinals, standard, Brock in left, Flood in center, Pinson in right, Torrey at first, McCarver catching, Shannon at third, Javier at second, Maxwell at short, Gibson batting ninth in the pitcher. For the Giants, they've shaken it up a little. McCovey has a groin injury. He'll be out for about 2 more games. It'll be Marshall in left, Hunt at second, Bonds in center, Bob Berta, the cleanup hitter at first, Davenport at third, Henderson in right, Dick Dietz back in the lineup. He had a groin injury. They'll be doing the catching, Lanier at short, and Marichal, the pitcher, batting ninth. The tweet should be up. Let's make sure it's good. There it is. 2 pictures of each of the greats. Whoops. Yeah. We're waiting for the Giants to take the field. We're a candlestick, and the Giants take the field. And Marichal on the mound. This is good. This is a good game. Oh yeah, I got my coffee. Marichal taking his warm-ups, getting ready to win number 20 here. Kathy Harden has tweeted. Thank you for the retweet, Kathy Harden. I see it in real time right here on TweetDeck. Cards come into this 10.5 games behind the first place Pirates. They are in third place. Mets only a game and a half behind the Cards in fourth. Giants in second place, 2 games behind. They can come within a game and a half with a win here. And here comes Lou Brock to lead it off for the Cards. I'm going for the Giants. Whoever you want, Kathy, fine by me. Here's Marichal. He's ready now. Watch look for the big kick. Here's the wind-up. Big kick by Marichal. Pitch to Brock. 3-5. And it's a base hit by Brock to open it up. A single off Marichal. Brock is on. There'll be a 1-15 stealing off Dietz, a 0 on. He often goes on the first pitch. Kurt Flood, the batter now. Marichal has to be careful with that big kick. Brock can get a good jump. Oh, Harden for the Giants. From the stretch, Marichal. There goes Brock. Oh, and he's safe. Brock swipes second. So he's in scoring position for Kurt Flood. I told you, be careful of that with the kick. Okay, from the stretch, Marichal with Brock on second, nobody out. Here's the pitch to Flood. And that's 5'8", right-handed. Grounds it to second. For Hunt, he's a 2. 16-2. Oh, he boots it. Oh my, the Giants off to a tough start here. It's first and third with nobody out. An error by Ron Hunt. And here's Veda Pinson. The infield is back. They'll concede a run here in the first, the Giants. Okay, Marichal. The pitch to Pinson. That's 1-8 right-handed. And he flies it to center. This will be deep enough for Brock to tag. And he does. It's 1-0 Cardinals. Flood holds. So 1 out, Flood on first. And here's Torrey. Marichal trying to get out of this with 1 run. Here's the pitch to Torrey now. That's 3-8 right-handed. Grounds it to short. That'll be a double play. Turned by Lanier. And the side is retired, but there was 1 run for the Cards. On 1 hit, the error, the sacrifice fly. None left on. After a half an inning, St. Louis won, San Francisco coming to bat. Big Bob Gibson on the mound. I know he's only 110 this season. Sort of a disappointing season for the great Bob Gibson. But he's still Bob Gibson. Dave Marshall will lead it off for the Giants. Left-handed hitter facing Gibson. Here's Gibson now. Gibson works quickly. Here's the pitch to Marshall. That's 6-6 left-handed. Base hit Marshall off Gibson. He's the tying run on first, Marshall. And here's Ron Hunt. The infield is back. Hunt lays it down. Oh, 9-8. And it's a tapper to third base. And Shannon's only play is to first. Marshall goes to second. So a sacrifice bunt by Ron Hunt. Marshall in scoring position for Bobby Bonds now. Here's Gibson, the pitch to Bonds. That's 2-12. Hit him! Oh my, Gibson. That must be smarts to get hit by a Gibson pitch. But Bonds will take it. First and second, 1 out. And here's Bob Berta, the cleanup hitter. McCovey, like I said, out with a groin injury. We expect him back in a couple of days. But it was a bad one. Here's Bob Berta now. Left-handed hitter. Gibson from the stretch. First and second, 1 down. Pitch to Berta, 2-8. Oh, Lord, that's a line drive to first. And it's caught by Torrey. 2 outs. And Jim Davenport in a clutch situation. Bonds on first, Marshall on second, 2 down. Bottom of the first. The pitch from Gibson. That's 4-6 right-handed. Fly ball right. Pinson under it. And the side is retired. No runs for the Giants. 1 hit, a hit by pitch, 2 left. After 1, it's a 1-0 ball game. And it's a delightful morning For Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball, I think Kathy Harden could corroborate. And I'm gonna, what am I gonna do? Tim McCarver is the batter. The late Tim McCarver facing the Juan Marichal, who is alive and well in the real world. I'm gonna get some more coffee. That's what the hell I'm gonna do. She concurs. Kathy Harden concurs. It's a beautiful morning. But if the Giants lose, I'm gonna be mildly disappointed. I really am. Okay, Juan Marichal. He allowed a run in the first. Here's Tim McCarver. The pitch from Marichal. That's 4-3 left-handed. Base hit. Oh, Lord. This is my first pot, Kathy. Still my first pot. That's the advantage of these early games. I woke up at 4:15, and I said, you know, go back. Then I woke up at 6:20, and I made the pot, and I've been very busy. And still on that first pot. We'll make a second, I'm sure. I dug into it already. It's McCarver on first to lead it off. Oh, Lord Christ. That's good coffee. Here's Mike Shannon. Marichal from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Shannon. That's 3-6. And it's hit deep by Shannon. Oh, my. Way back in left. Going back is Marshall. It's gone. Shannon with a 2-run home run off of Marichal. Oh, Lord. It's 3-0 Cardinals. Oh, my, oh, my. Thank you, Kathy Harden. For Shannon, that's number 10 on the season. Oh, boy, he walloped that. Oh, Marichal off to a rough start here. Isn't that a shame? So it's 3-0. Here's Julian Javier. No one on, nobody out. Marichal is ready. Here's the windup. Big kick and the pitch. 3-6. Grounds it to short. 1 down. Down Maxville. We're at Candlestick Park. Beautiful, beautiful morning and a great crowd. Here's the pitch to Maxville. 1-8. Pops it up to third. For Davenport, 2 down. Tough start here for Marichal. It's 3-0 Cards. Gibson comes up. He's a 4NR. Pitch from Marichal. That's 5-5, struck him out. That's Marichal's first. The side retired, but 2 more runs for the Cards on the 2-run home run by Shannon, his 10th of the season. And after 1.5, it's 3-0 Cardinals. Ken Henderson leading it off here for the Giants. They need something going here. Gibson is ready. Here's the pitch to Henderson, switch hitter batting left. That's 3-6, and he struck him out. That's the first by Gibson. Now Dick Dietz. Pitch from Gibson. 4-4, right-handed, fly ball center. And Flood makes the catch, 2-away for Hal Lanier. He's a switch hitter, batting left against Gibson. 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the second. Giants down by 3. Here's the pitch to Lanier. That's 3-7, and he struck him out. And the side is retired. Second for Gibson. After 2, it's 3-0 Cardinals. And this is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Marichal takes the mound, and it'll be the top of the order for the Cards. Lou Brock singled, stole second, came home on a sacrifice fly by Veda Pinson. Okay, Marichal, the pitch to Brock. Whoa! Oh, hold on. Here's the pitch to Brock. 4-7, left-handed. Liner to second, caught by Hunt. 1 down. And Curt Flood is the batter. Reached on the error by Hunt. And was out in a double play. Here's the windup. Big kick by Marichal. Pitch to Flood. 3-3. Grounds it to first. Berta has it. Takes it to the bag. 2-away. And now here's Veda Pinson. The pitch to Pinson. That's 5-7, left-handed, struck him out. Second for Marichal, 1-2-3 for Marichal. Middle of the third, 3-0 Cardinals. Okay, here come the Giants. Gibson retired the side in order. Marichal will lead it off, 2 WR. Marichal. Here's Gibson now. Pitch to Juan, 5'11", right-hander, grounds it to first. Scooped by Torrey, who's a 3. 1-3 goes through for a base hit, so Juan Marichal is on first. He hit a roller to first, and it went by Torrey. And Mike Marshall is the batter. With Juan Marichal on first, nobody out. Gibson from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Marichal now. That's 5-10 left-handed. Grounds it to third. Shannon a 3. 12-3. And he forces Marichal at second base. Marichal is on with 1 out. And here's Ron Hunt. Giants missing slugger Willie McCovey today. Here's the pitch to Hunt. That's 6-12 right-hander. Fly ball left. Rock getting under that. He's a 2. And he makes the catch. Marichal holds. And now Bobby Bonds. He's got power, so he could bring the Giants back into this ball game. It's 2 outs, Marichal on first. He was hit by a Bob Gibson fastball in the first, left on base. Pitch from Gibson. That's going to be 5-7 right-handed, and that's going to be a base hit for Bonds. Marichal goes to third. First and third, 2 out for Bob Berta. Bob Berta in for the injured Willie McCovey. He's got power, but he's no Willie McCovey, I'll tell you that. Bird, a left-handed hitter. First and third, 2 outs. Gibson from the stretch. The pitch to Berta. 2-7, walked him. So that'll load him up. The bases are loaded with Giants and Jim Davenport in a clutch situation here, and I mean it. Gibson from the stretch, the pitch to Davenport. I told you he works quickly. That's 3-6. Oh, it's a line drive to third, caught by Shannon. And the side is retired. No runs for the Giants on 2 hits, a walk, and 3 left on. And after 3, it's 3-0 Cards. Top of the 4th here. Whew. Let's refresh that coffee, Kathy Harden. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh, no freaking doubt about it. It'll be Torrey, McCarver, and Shannon in the top of the 4th for the Redbirds. Joe Torre steps in, grounded into a double in the first. Here's Marichal. Oh, you're going to do it too. Kathy going for the coffee here. Here's the pitch to Torre. 4-11 right-handed, grounds it to third. Davenport to Berta. 1 down. And here's Tim McCarver. Singleton scored on Shannon's 2-run home run. The pitch from Marichal. 4-7, left-handed. A line drive to second, caught by Hunt. 2 outs. And Shannon now. Oh. Marichal winds, and the pitch to Shannon. 5-7 right-hander struck him out. That's the third for Marichal. Another 1-2-3. He's retired 9 in a row since he allowed the 2-run home run. We're in the middle of the fourth. It's a 3-0 ball game. Cardinals over the Giants. Ken Henderson leads it off. He's a switch hitter, batting left against Gibson. Gibson has thrown 3 scoreless, allowed 3 hits, a walk, hit a batter. Giants left 3 on last inning. Here's the pitch from Gibson to Henderson. That's 2-10, and he pops it up to second for Javier, 1 down. Now Dick Dietz. Dietz flew to center in the second here. Here's the pitch from Gibson. That's 6-9 right-handed. Struck him out. That's number 3 for Gibby. 2 out. And Hal Lanier. Lanier switch hitter, batting left against Gibson. Lanier struck out in the second. Gibson winds and deals. 6-8, left-hander walked him. So Lanier is on. Gibson loses Lanier on a base on balls. It's 2 outs, and Marichal comes up with Lanier on first. Marichal singled in the third. Slow grounder past Torrey at first base. Okay, Gibson. Pitch to Marichal. That's 4-9 right-hander, and he grounds it to short for Maxville. He's a 2-22, and he throws him out, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits. The walk to Lanier, left on base after 4, 3-0 Redbirds. We'll make some coffee very soon. Julian Javier to lead it off. He's 0 for 1. Marichal on the mound. He's retired 9 in order after the 2-run home run by Shannon. Yeah. Here's Marichal. And the pitch to Javier. That's 1-11. And it's a base hit by Julian. Base hit to right, thrown in by Henderson. And Maxville is the batter. Gibson comes out on deck. Marichal from the stretch, and the pitch to Maxville. That's 3-8. He pops it up to second for Hunt, 1 down. And here's Gibby. Gibby struck out in the second. Here's the pitch to Gibson. That's 6-9 right-hander. Grounds it to short. Lanier a 2. This could be 2. 8-2. And it is a double play pulled by Lanier. The side is retired. No runs, 1 hit. None left. We're in the middle of the 5th. It's 3-0 Redbirds. And Gibson takes the mound. 4 shutout innings against these Giants. Any of you watching, McCovey is out with a groin injury. Mays is out. McCovey, we hear, will be back in about 2 days. Marichal will lead it off. Left-handed hitter against Gibson. I'm going to top off the coffee and then we'll make some more coffee very soon. Okay, here's Gibson, he's ready. Here's the pitch to Marichal. That's 6'10", left-handed, fly ball center. Flood, he's a 1. 6-1, makes the catch, that's 1 away. Now Ron Hunt. Hunt had a sacrifice bunt, he flew to left. Bonds on deck. Here's Gibson. He winds and the pitch to Hunt. 5-9. Struck him out. Oh, number 4 for Gibson. Got a funny feeling about this game that Gibson is just going to be too tough, Caviar. Give me 1 second here. I have a little typo to fix. There it goes. Ah, that's better. Giants need some coffee, no doubt about it, and we'll be making it. Next inning or during the 7th inning stretch. Here's Bonds with 2 outs, nobody on. Hit by a pitch and single. Here's Gibson into his windup and the pitch to Bonds. That's 6-8, and he walked him. So Bonds is on. He's a 1-17, being held with McCarver. He's a good bet to go. Bob Berter at the plate, left-handed hitter. From the stretch, Gibson. There goes Bonds. Oh, and he's safe. So Bonds swipes second with 2 outs. And he's in scoring position now for Bob Berter. Berter walked in the 3rd, popped to first in the 1st. Okay, Gibson. The pitch to Berter. That's 2-7, and he walked him. Second time he walked Bob Berter. And it's 1st and 2nd with 2 outs, and Davenport in another clutch situation. He came to bat with bases loaded and 2 outs. And popped out. Here's Gibson now, the pitch to Davenport. 6'8", right-hander, walked him. Oh, Gibson having trouble finding the strike zone. He loads the bases with 2 outs. Mr. Perota, how are you, sir? It's bases loaded, 2 down. Ken Henderson in a clutch situation. Switch hitter batting left against Gibson. Big chance here. Okay, Gibson. The pitch to Henderson batting left-handed. That's 2-5. Oh, Lord. That is a double down the line for Henderson. Bonds scores, Berta scores, Davenport to 3rd. Oh my, that's some clutch hitting there. by Ken Henderson. Let's look at that again. Left-handed hitter, 2-5 against the righty, double 1-7, and it's a 6. That is a 6. Mine is not blurry there, Steve. No. Kathy Harden, is it blurry for you? It's clear as a cucumber. I think it's your computer. Now, sometimes I get blurriness too. So it's really your connection there. Look at that, 2-run double with 2 outs. Off Gibson. Now it's second and third, 2 outs, and Dick Dietz is the batter. It's okay for you, right, Kathy? Yeah, it's probably on your end. Okay, Gibson trying to settle down. Second and third, 2 down. Dietz 0 for 2. Giants right back in this ball game on a 2-run double by Ken Henderson. Here's the pitch to Dietz, and you're an eagle eye, so I don't know why, even with the blurriness, you should be able to get through that. Pitch to Dietz, 6-4, struck him out. So the side is retired. Gibson gets his 5th strikeout, but 2 runs, 2 big runs, 3 walks, a double, and 2 left on. After 5, we got a ball game here. It's 3-2 Cardinals over the Giants. Top of the 6th. Woo! You know, you could try, Mr. Perot, I don't know what you're watching on, but try leaving and coming back or something. Top of the 6th, top of the order for the Cardinals. Marichal facing Brock. Brock 1 for 2, singled, stole second, and scored in the first. Marichal into his windup. The pitch to Brock. That's 111, and that is a double down the line for Brock. So Brock on second. And Kurt Flood, the batter, he's 0 for 2, reached on an error. Here's the pitch to Flood. 1-4 right-hander. Grounds it to third, Davenport. 1 out. Brock will hold. And Veda Pinson is the batter. Pinson knocked in the first run with a sacrifice fly. Okay, Mr. Perota, what happened? What kind of settings, just for my own knowledge, did you adjust? Here's the pitch to Pinson. That's 6-3 left-handed. Fly ball left for Marichal at 3. 2-3. Oh, it drops in for a base hit. Brock scores. Oh, God. Isn't that a shame? Second run batted in for Pinson. It's now 4-2. Let's look at that again. 6-3 fly ball left, 2. Marichal at 3, and it dropped in. Oh, wait a minute. Marichal at 3. Wait a minute. 6-3 left-handed, fly ball left, 2-3. It's a double, and Brock scored. Oh, okay. Got it, Steve. I'll have to check my setting on that. Was that on the phone, the pad, or the desktop? Just for my knowledge. So it's 4-2, and Joe Torre, the batter, made my own correction there, Mr. Perota. on the double by Pinson. Okay, here's Torrey now. 0 for 2, the pitch. 3-7, and he flies it to left for Marichal, 2 outs. We'll take a break after this half. Tim McCarver, 2 outs, Pinson on second. Okay, it's good to know, thank you. 5-10, left-handed, flies to left, the side is out. 1 run for the Redbirds, and in the middle of the 6th, it's a 4-2 ball game. Well, at least they're within 2, the Giants. It'll be Lanier, Gibson, and Marichal in the bottom of the 6th, but not before I make new coffee and take a break. I'm wondering where I would go for those settings on the on an iMac. Any idea, anybody? It's fine for me. Anybody know? Where in settings do you go? Of course, I could check this out later. Oh, no. I'll tell you what, I'll check it out later. I could do a Google search and figure out how to do it. So we are at a 4-2 ball game in the middle of the 6th. And we'll be back in about 5 minutes, everybody. Mr. Perota, do you know where you go to settings, and then you're probably on a PC. Where in settings on an iMac? Anybody know? I can do a Google search and figure out. Okay, you can't set an alarm clock. All right, no problem. I'll figure it out after the game. Okay, we'll be back, folks. Give me 5 to make coffee and do the other things. And when we come back, we'll see the Giants trailing by 2. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. back, and we're heading to the bottom of the sixth. It's a 4-2 ball game. Cards over the Giants. Sneaking a fresh cup. And we're ready. Gibson facing Lanier, switch hitter, batting left. Here's the windup and the pitch to Lanier. 1-7, and he flies it to center field for Flood, 1 down. And here comes Marichal. Whoops, so sorry. Okay, Gibson. The pitch to Marichal. That's 3-7, grounds it to second. For Javier, over to Torrey, 2 outs. And now the top of the order, Mike Marshall, 1 for 3 today. Here's the pitch from Gibson. That's 4-9 left-handed, grounds it to short, Maxville. He's a 2. 19-2, and he boots it for an error. Oh, down Maxville. A rare error for the great shortstop. First error for the Cards, and Marshall is on first with 2 down for Ron Hunt. Sacrifice bunt, flew to left, struck out by Gibson. Coffee, check. Good game, check. Oh. Okay, Gibson from the stretch. The pitch to Hunt. That's 4-8 right-handed. Fly ball center field. And Flood gets it. And the side is retired. No runs. No hits, the error, and 1 left on. We're heading to the top of the 7th. Cardinals 4, Giants 2. This is the third of a 3. Giants took the first 2. They're 2 games behind the Atlanta Braves in the West. Cards 10.5 behind Pittsburgh. And leading it off, Mike Shannon. He hit the 2-run home run, and that has made the difference, if you will. Okay, Marichal is ready. Here's the windup, big kick, and the pitch to Shannon. That's 4-7 right-handed, and that's going to be a double down the line for Shannon. A leadoff double off of Marichal. And here's Julian Javier. Marichal from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Javier. That's going to be 3-4. And he pops it up to short. Lanier makes the catch, 1 down. Now down Maxville. Maxville 0 for 2 today. That's 311. And he grounds it to second. And Hunt has it, 2 down, and Shannon holds. And here comes Gibson. Gibson 0 for 2. A 4 and R. Yeah. Here's the pitch to Gibson from Marichal. That's a, oh Christ, 1-2, and that is a double down the line for Gibson. Oh, Shannon scores. This is not, I'm not sure this is such a good game, Kathy Harden. I don't know. I shouldn't get so involved. It was off his own card. Gibson a double down the line. It's now a 5-2 ball game. And here's Lou Brock now. Marichal trying to get out of this. That's 4-8 left-handed, struck him out. And that's the 4th for Marichal, but another run. And we're in the 7th inning stretch. It's a 5-2 ball game. Well, look, the Giants took the first 2, so let's not get too hung up. But Gibson takes the mound. It'll be Bobby Bonds to lead it off. Hit by a pitch, singled, walked, and scored with a stolen base. Okay, Gibson is ready. The wind-up, the pitch to Bonds. That's 2-9. And he struck him out. Number 6 for Gibson. Now Bob Berta. Berta popped to first, walked twice, and scored. 2-7. Walked him again. 3rd walk drawn by Berta off of Gibson. I guess that's a high ratio of walks. I'm not sure. Here's Davenport. Berta on first, 1 down. .310. Grounds it to second, Javier, and it's a double play. Side retired. No runs, no hits, the walk to Berta. None left on. It's 5-2 through 7. Flood will lead it off, top of the 8th. Flood 0 for 3, reached on an error in the 1st. Marichal, the pitch to Flood now. Whoa! Lord, that one shot out. 4-7. And that is a base hit by Flood. I tell you. Flood is on. Here's Veda Pinson. 5-5, left-handed, struck him out. 5th for Marichal. And now Joe Torre 0 for 3. With Flood on first, 1 down. That's 4-6 right-handed. Oh, my Lord. This is not the Marichal's day. It's a base hit. Flood will go to 3rd. His endurance is the 9th, folks. Now Tim McCarver 1 for 3. Infield back. Pitch to McCarver. 3-6 right-handed. Fly ball center. That'll be deep enough for Flood to tip. Bonds makes the catch and home comes Flood. It's now 6-2 ball game. So the Cardinals lead by 4 here. It's 2 outs, Torrey on first. And Mike Shannon, arguably potential star of the game, but we'll wait for Mr. Perota, of course. It's 2 outs, Torrey on first. Pitch to Shannon. 6-2, right-handed. And there's another base hit by Shannon to left field. Torrey goes to second and holds. He's 3 for 4 today, Mike Shannon. The late Mike Shannon. So Marichal not at his best today, and this would be the 3rd time that he has failed to win his 20th. That elusive 20. First and second, 2 down, Javier. Pitch from Marichal. That's 5-12 right-handed. Grounds it to first. Berta, he's a 3. McCovey would have been a 2, 5-3, but he takes it to the bag and the side is out. But another run for the Redbirds. And in the middle of the 8th, it's 6-2 Cards. Cards have their work cut out for them. They trail by 4. Bottom of the 8th. Henderson leads it off. There'll be a pinch hitter if Marichal is due up. There is action in the bullpen. Ron Bryant, who pitched in real world in this ball game. We don't have to follow that, but we do, if possible. He's a southpaw. Ron Bryant, warming. Henderson, switch hitter, batting left against Gibson. The pitch, 1-6, and he pops it up to first. Torrey has it, 1 down. I think the writing is on the wall here today. Dick Dietz, 0 for 3 today, struck out twice. That's 2-3, and he's hit him. Oh my, 2nd time Gibson has hit a batter, and he has a warning now. He's been warned to cut that shit out. Gibson will face Lanier now. Switch hitter batting left. 2nd hit by pitch by Gibson today. Okay, here's Gibson from the stretch. The pitch to Lanier. That's 1-7, and he flies it to center for Flood, 2 down. And there will be a hitter for Bob Gibson here in the bottom of the 8th. For Marichal, I'm sorry. Marichal went 8. He's the loser of record. He allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hits. He walked nobody. Struck out 5 and allowed 6 runs. Not exactly a Juan Marichal type of ball game. Ron Bryant will be the new pitcher. Let's see who's hitting here. I will not use McCovey, even though I'd love to, because he's injured. Okay. It's going to be Tito Fuentes. Tito Fuentes, he's a switch hitter. So he will bat left against Gibson. Okay, Gibson ready. From the stretch with Dietz on first, 2 outs. Pitch to Fuentes, batting left. That's 4-10, and he grounds it to short. Maxville, 11-2, and he throws him out. The side is retired. We're heading to the ninth. Marichal is removed from the ball game. Ron Bryant is the new pitcher. Okay, Bryant is ready. Maxville leads it off. Then it'll be Gibson back to the top of the order. Lou Brock. Stranger things have happened, Kathy Orton. Here's the pitch to Maxville. That's 6-7 right-handed. Grounds it to second. Hunt to 2. 2-2 goes through for a base hit. All right. Here's Bob Gibson. And Gibson has pitched very good baseball today. No doubt about it. Bryant from the stretch now. That's 4-7, right-hander. And it's a base hit by Gibson again. Gets a hit. He doubled in the 7th. It's first and second, nobody out. And here's Brock. Okay, Bryant, the pitch to Brock. 5-10 left-handed, catcher X. Dietz a 4. 8-4. And he drops a pop-up. Isn't that special? Dick Dietz drops a routine pop-up. It's bases loaded. Second error for the Giants. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's Flood. Blow it away. Blow it away, Cardinals. Might as well. Let the Giants get it out of their system. Here's the pitch to Flood. That's 6-10 right-handed. Grounds it to first, double play, a run will score. That's unearned, Mr. Perota, I assume. So it's 2 outs. And Gibson on third. And it's a 7-2 ball game. And here's Pinson. Here's the pitch from Bryant. 6-9 left-handed. Double down the line. Gibson scores. I think that's unearned also, because it would have been the end of the inning, Mr. Perota. Even though that would have been 2 outs, I'll defer to you. We'll wait on it. Pinson with the double, his third run batted in. It's an 8-2 ball game now. And here comes Torrey. That's 5-5 right-handed. Fly ball to left. And Marshall makes the catch. The side is retired. I'm going to just put that in as an unearned until we hear. Yeah, Larry says it's unearned. We may have a dispute here, but Mr. Perota gets the last word. Mr. Perota, okay, the first is earned. And Gibson is unearned, so 1 is unearned. We're heading to the bottom of the ninth, folks. I'm sorry I'm not my usual charming self. I'm just a little disappointed in the Giants today. Dave Marshall will lead it off. Giants down by 6. Here in the bottom of the ninth, top of the order, Marichal at the plate, Gibson winds, and the pitch. That's 1-7 right-handed. It's a base hit to left. This is Gibson's endurance inning, nobody warming. And Ron Hunt the batter. Gibson from the stretch. That's 4-12 right-hander. Grounds to third, double play. So that takes the wind out of any kind of sails that the Giants had in mind. It's 2 outs, nobody on. And here's Bobby Bonds. 1 for 2, hit by a pitch, walked and scored. With 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the ninth, Giants trail by 6. Here's the pitch from Gibson. That's 3-12, hit deep. To left field, going back is Brock, and he makes it at the warning track, and the ball game is over. Final score, Cardinals 8, Giants 2. Tough game for the Giants again, and Juan Marichal loses his bid for a 20th victory for the 3rd time. He gets the loss. Bryant went 1 inning, allowed 3 hits, not a very good showing, 2 runs, 1 of them unearned. We have co-stars of the game, Mike Shannon and Bob Gibson, and we'll get to them in just a moment. Gibson is a co-star of the ball game with the win. He went all the frickin' way. Allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. He walked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 batters. He struck out 6. He had lots of runners on base, threw a lot of pitches, but given the great pitcher he is, he won the ball game. He's the co-star, and this is only his 11th win. Shannon is also a co-star, and as Mr. Perotti points out, 3 for 4. A single, a double, a homer, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Complete game win for Gibson. Final line, St. Louis, 8 runs, 14 hits, 1 error. There's a lot of hits. Giants, 2 runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors. It's time for the Giants to put this behind them. They're 2.5 behind the first place Atlanta Braves. Cardinals within 10 of the first place Pirates. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well, Kathy Harden. Have a great day. And I thank you, Mr. Perotta, for your excellent commentaries.